Kelly and welcome to Calnero. Today we're going to make a cocktail. So we've had a lot of requests for this one, which is not our cocktail, but it's a classic called a Negroni, which is delightful and actually one of my favorites because it is complex and it's bitter, just like me. So we'll start by chilling down the glass. So we're going to make this cocktail in a coupe glass, so just fill that with ice. Some people like to put a little water in as well as the ice, but I think ice makes it plenty cold. We're going to build this drink in a mixing glass. We're going to use a bar spoon to stir it. If you don't have one, you can use anything. Chopstick is one of my favorite stirring utensils. We'll need a jigger to make sure we get our amounts correct, and then some sort of strainer. I'll use a julep strainer today. And then we're gonna garnish the cocktail with an orange peel. So this is called a Y peeler, which I prefer because I think it's less scary than the kind that you use the side. All right, so the ingredients here are very simple. There's only 3, not counting the orange, and that's gin, Campari, and sweet vermouth. So Negroni came from Italy a long time ago, probably early 20th century. As with any cocktail that's old, the history can get a little fuzzy in the details. There was a Count Negroni. Did he make up a drink? Was it his bartender? We're not really sure. It's really similar to a drink called an Americano that does not have gin. It's got something bubbly instead, soda, or sometimes champagne, but traditionally soda. It's served with an orange slice instead of an orange peel. So this cocktail was probably served on the rocks with an orange slice, like the Americano when it was first made, but today we're going to serve it up and with an orange peel. Now, as with any cocktail, the most important thing is that you make something that you want to drink at the end of all this. So I'll show you how we like it, and then if you want to change it or try something new, please, by all means, always do that. So Campari is Campari. It's a brand. You can substitute other Amari if you'd like, but this is what a Negroni is traditionally made with. The gin and sweet vermouth, a lot of awesome options to play with. So these are both local to us here in the Pacific Northwest. Scratch Martini style gin is made in Edmonds, Washington, and Imbue is made down in Oregon. So without further ado, we're gonna mix this cocktail, which is just so incredibly simple. It's gonna be 1 ounce of each of these, and that's it. So we've got our stirring glass and a jigger, and we're gonna pour 1 ounce of each into the stirring glass. So there's 1 ounce of our sweet vermouth, 1 ounce of our Scratch Martini style gin, and 1 ounce of the world famous Campari Amaro. So that's that. Now we're just gonna add ice and stir. So one fun fact about chilling and dilution and stirring ice in cocktails is that if you stir quickly enough for long enough, you can actually make your cocktail colder than the ice. Ice freezes at freezing point with water, obviously. But when you add alcohol, you have an alcohol solution, and that has a lower freezing temperature. So through a lot of complicated scientific processes, I'll just say that if you do a good job stirring, you can have a very cold cocktail, which is the goal here. Stir, stir, stir. Maybe 10 to 15 seconds or so. While we're stirring, I'll empty out our coupe glass. So that's nice and cold. Now our cocktail is nice and cold. And then we're going to just pour that right in there. Beautiful shade of red thanks to the Campari and the sweet vermouth. Now we grab our peeler, whichever peeler you prefer, and an orange. We're just gonna get a little orange peel. I like to peel over the cocktail, so any zest that comes off, you can make sure it ends up in the drink. Then we're gonna express that orange peel. So just give it a twist over the top of the cocktail rub the rim a little bit and then twist it up, and you can drop it right in the drink for a nice garnish. If you use a twist, you won't get as much zest as you do by using a peel, so that's my preference. And then we have here, ta-da, the Negroni. Cheers.